here.
This is the fourth identical poisoning this month. We've kept the victims alive so far, but we're not even sure what kind of poison it is.
Why don't you ask the woman who made it? Poison ivy.
She was our first guest, but we ruled her out.
You mean she's still in Arkham?
No, she completed her rehabilitation 6 months ago. The board gave her a clean bill.
And now wealthy bachelors are being struck down by an unknown toxin. Sounds like Ivy's MO to me.
I don't think she's interested in single men anymore. You haven't heard? Not only did Pamela Isley clean herself up, she also got married.
Hi. Come on in.
Thank you, Miss Isley.
My pleasure, Commissioner. Though it's Carlyle now. Mrs. Pamela Lillian Carlyle. This is my husband, Stephen.
Hello, Commissioner. Nice to see you again.
Dr. Carlyle is our liaison between the board at Arkham and the police department.
You also teach classes on criminal psychology at Gotham State. I've read some of your works. They were very impressive.
Thank you. But I get the feeling this isn't a social call.
Someone is poisoning and robbing wealthy young men. As painful as it sounds, all clues point to your wife.
That's outrageous. Pamela hasn't...
Darling, please. Batman, I don't doubt that I was your first and probably only suspect. Over the years, you and I have had a rather intense relationship. But that's all in the past. Believe me, I look back on what I was and I shudder. Locked away in Arkham with the obsessed and the insane, and me just as lost as any of them. And then I met Stephen. His love and guidance brought me into the light again.
Mom, Dad, the Batmobile's outside. It is, we saw it. Whoa, cool. Batman's really here. Mommy, you didn't tell us you know Batman.
That was a long time ago, sweetie.
These are my boys, Chris and Kelly.
Hi. Can we ride in your car?
Come on, guys. Let's leave Mom alone for a minute.
Bye, Batman.
I never thought about having kids before. I can't. Nature's little trade-off for my hyperimmune system. And yet, when I met Stephen's boys, something inside me just melted. I guess there really does come a time when a woman wants something more in her life. At least this woman does. Stephen doesn't care about my past. He and the boys accept me for who I am now. I don't know who has been duplicating my old crimes, but I can assure you, gentlemen, Poison Ivy is dead.
Don't tell me the great Dick Grayson is spending the night in for a change.
Hey, we got finals coming up.
But what about those cheerleaders I always see chasing you around? Can't they help you pass calculus?
That's not the reason I asked you over.
Oh, no?
No, I just thought it would be fun to get together and study and talk and,
And?
Hello?
It's me.
Oh, hi. I wasn't expecting to hear from you tonight.
I'd better go.
Do you have company?
Not anymore.
Sorry. I need you to check on a teacher there at GSU. Stephen Carlyle.
I was in his class last year. Nice guy. He's not in trouble, is he?
Possibly. See what you can find on him. Family history, places he's worked, anything.
Right. I'll check back with you later. Cindy?
I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. If only I hadn't left him.
It's all right.
I'd just gone back to my room when I heard a loud crash. I ran down here and Dick was gone.
And you saw no one leaving the dorm?
No.
I don't think Dick is the only victim, Mr. Wayne.
You mean they kidnapped him to get at me?
It fits the pattern. Wealthy single men, all targets of robberies. Only in your case, you have something more valuable to hold for ransom.
My ward.
Keep driving, or your neck gets a new air hole.
What do you want?
I do the talking. Bring $5 million in cash to the docks tomorrow midnight. Come alone, or the kid is history. Nod if you understand. Smart boy.
I expect there's no other option?
The money's not important. Getting Dick back is.
Agreed, Master Bruce. But even so, didn't the kidnapper leave some clue for Batman to follow?
Just my torn shirt. I'll have to fall back on my instincts. And right now, they're saying Ivy's fairy tale lifestyle isn't everything it seems.
Wait for me, guys. Bye, honey. Love you.
What's she doing now, sir?
Buying squash. I've been keeping tabs on her all morning. And so far, she's done nothing more incriminating than return an overdue video. Even pay the late fee.
Could it be Poison Ivy truly has reformed?
I want to believe it. Why can't I? The greenhouse checks out, too. Nothing but plants and flowers.
Sir?
Later.
Can we watch cartoons?
After your homework.
This is a dead end. I haven't found anything that...
There are laws against spying on people.
There are laws against poisoning them, too.
Look around, Batman. I've got a nice house, a little garden, and a family that loves me. Why would I jeopardize that? For the first time in my life, I'm happy.
I'm beginning to think you're right.
Batman, good luck.
You too, Mrs. Carlyle.
Wayne, take the case over here.
Let me see the boy.
There's the money. Now!
Send out the boy. You hear me?
I hear you. Goodbye, Mr. Wayne.
guess I should be grateful that thing used a fist on me and not poison.
Right. But we're still in the dark as to who's behind this.
You don't think it's the plant lady?
All she wants is to be left alone with her husband and sons.
Sons?
Carlisle's 2 boys, Chris and Kelly.
I know Chris and Kelly. I was in Carlisle's class when his ex brought them to visit last year.
I thought Carlisle had custody.
No. And here's another shocker for you. Chris and Kelly are girls. No sign of Ivy. What's that?
Insurance.
Plastic? Just a happy little homemaker, huh? Dr. Carlisle?
Help me. She's insane. Has to be stopped. You don't know what she's done.
Mommy? Mommy?
No.
It isn't possible.
Mommy? Mommy?
I was her doctor in Arkham. She said she wanted to reform. I trusted her. Let her get too close.
One little kiss, and dear Stephen was my slave. He was useful in signing my release papers and for supplying certain raw materials for my experiments. But the marriage was, well, a fake.
And these mutations?
Our children, Batman. Plant-based life forms enhanced with Stephen's DNA. They're not truly human. In fact, their lifespans are somewhat like certain rare flowers that blossom and die in a few days.
I see. At first, it looks like a child. Then it resembles Dr. Carlisle. And in its final phase...
In its final phase, before it burns itself out, the creature becomes my willing enforcer and bodyguard.
Thief and kidnapper is more like it.
It costs money to raise a family.
You haven't changed a bit.
Yes, I have. I meant it when I said I wanted a family that loves me. I just wanted it on my terms.
Lady, you're nuts.
Well, that's your opinion. Probably the last one you'll ever have, too. Kids? That water I fed them contained a superactive growth formula. True, it cuts their lifespan down to just a few minutes, but that's more time than you've got.
Great. She gave her little family the formula, too.
Stay with Carlisle!
Anyone else want their weeds whacked?
My darlings. Weed killer.
I figured whatever you were up to involved plants, so I pumped your water tanks with herbicide.
What was the tip-off, Batman? Stephen's kids?
You couldn't replicate them as girls, not with Carlisle's DNA. So you took your chance with boys.
But Ivy could replicate herself.
What?
Guess you weren't the only one with an escape plan, huh, Batman?
Most of the stolen property was still in the lab, along with Ivy's toxin formulas.
Well, at least we have Ivy's toxins to form an antidote.
I'm just sorry she got away.
Me too, Robin. But I don't think we'll see her again anytime soon. Ivy lost everything she had. Everything she said she ever wanted. For what it's worth, I believed her. When she told me for the first time in her life, she was happy.